Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. SaleenDriver once again, coming to you with another one of my top 5 videos. These are videos I've been doing recently on various categories of watches in my collection. I've done I think I've done top 5 Zelos, top 5 non-Zelos, top 5 travel watches, top 5 divers, and now I decided to pull my top 5 chronographs from each from my collection, and go over them real briefly for you. All the watches you see in this video have more detailed, individualized videos on my channel. So if you see a particular watch here that you want to learn more about, go search my channel and you'll find the video for that watch. They're about 15 minutes or so. They go into much more detail of the features, the measurements, the movements, the vital statistics, etc. This is just a brief overview. So I picked 5 watches, chronographs this time, from my collection. These are all watches that I own personally. I tried not to do 5 chronographs and have a repeat in terms of brand, but when I went to look at all my watches, I don't have as many chronographs as I thought I did. So I do have 2 Breitlings on this video, but there you go. Coming in at number 5, I have this beautiful GShock. Now, if you cycle through the modes, which you can do with this button here, you see there is a chronograph. And let's see. And there you go. I forgot how to reset it. Is it this one? Yeah, that one. Anyway, it does have a chronograph among all its other standard GShock functions. And yes, it is 5 in the morning when I'm recording this video because I'm an old person and I don't sleep very well anymore. So I'll just get that out the way. But this is the full titanium blue camouflage GShock. It's a great little watch. I try to wear it as often as I can. It's a great grab-and-go watch. It is a little harder to read with the negative display than a standard GShock. It does have a really good backlight to it, which does help. But in terms of being a really good chronograph, this one with a Bluetooth connectivity to the phone here, this phone here, the ability to receive time signals from the radio, the radio signal from the Naval Observatory. It's a solar, so it's always recharging under light. Great little chronograph. Works very well for me. Coming in at number 4 is one of the bigger watches in my collection. This is a Breitling Transocean Unitimer. It does have a chronograph function to it, as you can see. Get it going right now. You can see a very thin chronograph second hand right there. There's the constant second hand there. Chronograph hours, chronograph minutes there. This is a great travel watch. And if I travel, this would definitely be in my travel kit, or certainly be considered for my travel kit, because it can track multiple time zones with just very easily using the quick set feature. You can see if you pull it to the first click and you turn the crown, you can see the bezel, well, the internal track right there is driving the hour hand as you change time zones. Now, obviously, I'm in Eastern time zone, so I would line up with New York. But if I was traveling, say, to the West Coast, and you can see it says Los Angeles right there, you can see the watch does all the math for me. I don't have to do anything. So makes a great chronograph. It also makes a great travel companion. I love the finish of Breitling's. This is not a Breitling bracelet, by the way. This is something I picked up. I think the watch came on a strap originally. But I love mesh bracelets. So I changed it out. So the Unitimer comes in at number 4. At number 3, I have my Tudor chronograph. Let's see, it time's off a little bit. This is, oops, there we go. There we go. You can see it does hack movement right there. One of my favorite watches overall, but certainly a favorite in my chronograph collection. I love the orange and blue colorway. Go Gators. So I am a sucker for the orange and blue colorway in almost any watch. It's got a bi-directional bezel, so you can track different time zones. So it's not really a true GMT, but you can track different time zones by using the bezel. It does have a chronograph function. That's the constant second hand, or the running seconds. The chronograph seconds is that orange hand right there, and chronograph minutes right there, of course. It is also a swimmable and diveable watch, because not only does the crown screw down, but the pushers for the chronograph screw down as well, as you can see here. And once they become flush like that, they are unscrewed and usable, as you can see right there. Starts and stops with the top button, fly back reset with the bottom button, and then you can screw down the chronograph pushers. And the knurling on that, they are smaller than the crown, but the knurling on the crown and the knurling on the chronograph pusher screw down makes it very easy to get a hold of. So combining the colorway with the great finish and craftsmanship of a Tudor, and the everything about this just screams high quality, beautifully made watch, makes this a favorite in my chronograph collection. I have paired this watch with a Collareb leather strap. It did originally come on a bracelet, but I like the strap color. It matches up with the watch very nicely, so I keep it on the Collareb. You knew I had to have a Zelos in my collection, and if it's a chronograph, it has to be a ZX. The ZX, Zelos has made several chronograph lines. The ZX, the Hammerhead chronograph, and more recently the Starfighter chronograph, which I have several, and of course the Vitesse is the most recent. All beautiful watches, all beautifully made, but I keep coming back to the ZX all the time. And of course, of all the ZX I have, and I have 11 of them. Yeah, 11. All 8. I have one example of each of the ZX. I did a video showing my entire ZX collection if you go look for it. I do have all 8 of the conventional ZX models, but this one is the crown jewel of the ZX. This is the ZX skeleton. It was not an advertised watch. It was not a watch that was put out on the website for sale. There were 5 of them made, only 5. And I did pick this up from the original owner, so technically a secondhand watch for me, but beautifully made titanium case, titanium bracelet. Got the old school ratcheting, micro adjust on the fly ZX bracelet, conventional fold over. But there's nothing conventional about this watch. There's nothing conventional about the movement, and there's certainly nothing conventional about this watch face. Let's see, you have a date wheel here, which is very uncommon on the Z. In fact, the ZX, standard ZXs didn't have date functions. Only the prototypes, which I have one of the 2, and the ZX skeleton have the date function. You have constant seconds here, chronograph minutes here, and chronograph hours down here. Your chronograph second hand is this blue hand here. If I had to pick only own one ZX chronograph for the rest of my life, you're looking at it. This watch is the unicorn. This watch is the highly sought after. It's a fantastic watch. I just love wearing it. And I do wear it. It's not like it's a winder queen or sitting in a safe all the time. I do wear that watch. Even though it is a rare watch, I love to wear it. But surprisingly, my favorite watch in my chronograph collection, and my favorite watch in my overall collection of all the watches I own, it's not a Zelos. It's a Breitling. It's this one. This is my Breitling Navitimer Twin 60. This is a 1-year-only production. The Twin 60 is so named because it does have 60-minute indicators, 2 of them, 60 down here at the 6 o'clock. You have your running seconds here and a 24-hour indicator at the 9 o'clock. I love the Navitimer's aesthetic. I don't know how to use the rotating slide rule. I really don't. But I love the look of it. It's very stiff, which actually is a good thing because you can't knock it around accidentally. I love the piston style pushers, the beautiful high polish. Everything about this watch just screams, beauty, form follows function, all that. And I love the blue dial, the silver subdials that are sunken into the watch face, as you can see there. The big numbers, even some of them are kind of cut off by the subdial. It is what it is. This is my favorite watch of all the watches I own. This one is my favorite. And of course, it would have to be my favorite chronograph. And that's it. That's my top 5 chronographs in my collection. I try and wear them all as often as I can. They're all beautiful watches. They all function fantastically as chronographs. And yeah, there you go. And there's nothing more to say. That's it. And I hope you found this video to be entertaining, informative. If you did, please click that thumbs up button for me. That does help with the YouTube search algorithms. Helps bring people to the channel, and that's always a good thing. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you're going to try and troll me, or you're going to leave links to bad places on the internet, I will delete the comment and I will block the commenter. Excuse me. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Feel free to watch as many videos as you want. I have hundreds of videos for your entertainment. All I ask in return is that before you leave, please click that red subscribe button at the bottom of the view window. And don't forget to click the bell icon too, so that when I upload new videos or I do a live stream, you are alerted. Meanwhile, as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. And it's not getting any less crazy. So I do ask all my viewers to be safe out there. Stay well. Be careful. I'll see you soon.